November 8th, 2023. That's right. So that's why I'm advising my people exactly that. Because sadly, very few of my people took advantage of that high quality education that was once offered in many, many public schools before they changed to critical race theory and that funny math and all that shit they was doing, and now they want to go back to phonics based language learning after they changed all of that and had the nerve to say black people, oh well, it's that Ebonics is like their natural language. That's about as good as they could learn. Miss me with the bullshit. That wasn't nothing but an excuse from you liberals who decided that y'all wanted to be responsible for black people's education, and at the same time, y'all would stop black parents from disciplining their kids. Y'all made the changes in the welfare laws that insisted black fathers be out of the home in order to get welfare. Now, then they got the nerve to talk about that's some kind of reparation. Huh? For hundreds of years of free labor, here's some welfare. And no father can be in the home. So then y'all are responsible for the fatherless crisis in black families. Y'all liberals who decided to make that, codify that as a requirement for welfare. Okay, and at the same time discriminating against black people for good jobs and shit that they needed welfare, and flooding our communities with fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? That y'all don't get in trouble for, but we get these long criminal records, our men and our people, and then change the laws just in time. Did y'all notice when after the Biden crime law that he was crime bill he was very proud of, then he backed up off it, all of a sudden said, I'm sorry to black people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are a sorry person. You're not, in no way is he in shape to be what? He's a modern day plantation owner, saying things like calling black people boy and talking about you're not black if you don't vote for me. You ain't. What he mean is, let me break it down, my people, the semantics. You're not a black descendant of these slaves that we done brainwash and trainwash to do just what we say. Whatever's in the white man's interest, we do it against your own best interest. So you don't think. Just don't think. We didn't want you educated, and we don't want you too educated now. Don't think. We just want you smart enough in the schools. We make the school system, we sabotage it so you're smart enough, just smart enough to vote for us and work in our businesses, but not smart enough to ask any questions about what we do, question what we do or what we doing with all that money, tax money, or not smart enough to figure out how to vote us out or vote us out. Just that's what they mean. See, that's what he meant. And so has he ever said that to any other race? You're not Latino if you don't vote for me. You're not Jewish if you don't vote for me. You're not Arab. You're not African. You're not white if you don't vote for me. Huh? You're not Italian if you don't vote for me. No. Just to the blacks, because we're supposed to be stupid and uneducated like that. Yes, I'm Massa. Yeah, Massa Biden. You're right. Let me vote for you against my own best interest while you had all our people locked up. But you made sure your son Hunter Biden stayed out of jail. And you was, what? They said his daughter in that diary said he was taking showers with her. And she wasn't sure if it was, who takes showers? What man takes showers with their little daughter? With their daughter. That his daughter said. Ashley Biden, I believe her name was. And everything Hunter did that, hey, no big deal. But now if y'all black folk do anything, y'all going to jail for decades. But he said a little piece of crack, size of a quarter or something, you go to jail for 20 years or some shit. Straight to jail, whatever it was. And then change it just in time when the migrants started coming in. Because they know some of them is just criminals. They know all about that border. All of a sudden now you don't see no Democrats and no liberals running to that border. AOC and Ocasio and Rashida Tlaib or none. You don't see none of them. Ilhan Omar. Nobody running to that border saying how terrible it is, like they did when Trump was there. With all that fake shit. Ocasio putting her hand behind her back like she was being arrested and posing in white. Crying. You ain't crying now? Only if a Republican get in office, then it'll be back to the bullshit, right? Forget it. This is what we do, my black people. Stop asking them for anything. They ain't going to give it to us. We know that. They sabotaged our communities for decades. It's the mentality. That's why it's time to go. When you have things like a fireman, I love firemen. September 11th, I respect all of them. The firemen, the cops, even the corrupt ones who died that day, The EMS workers, emergency service, all of them. And you got EMS telling me to my face, no, we don't care if black kids die in the street. wanted to punch me in my face for saying, let's go, kids are dying. Oh, that fireman who almost 100 years old and confessed to some other fireman, to a black fireman, how in the 60s and 70s, him and many other firemen used to leave black kids and black people to die in fires. We'd see him there and pretend they couldn't get him and just leave him to die. The last one he did, he said, was a little kid that looked him in the eyes. And he turned and left that child to die. He said he hears the screams now in his head and shit and dream about it. Because he about to die himself and go meet his maker, answer for what he did. He's going to be in a very hot place himself, I think, in an eternal fire, you know? But my people, it's time to go. When you have firemen who have taken an oath, policemen who have taken an oath to protect and serve everyone, but they will break that oath immediately, unconsciously, subconsciously. A lot of them do it, not just firemen or policemen, white folks in general. It's a mentality. And not only that, the foreigners have the same mentality. That's why it doesn't change. No matter what changes they try to make, claim they make, it doesn't change because they revert back to that mentality immediately. He broke his oath as a fireman. They break their oath as a policeman. And that wasn't about money, like the drug thing. No. That was about, I hate black people inside. I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to show it. But if I could do something to fuck them up or hurt them or kill them, I will. It's a mentality. And that mentality is in the white people. You got to realize they've never tried to change it or acknowledge it. They were very comfortable with brutalizing us for hundreds of years, raping us. They have a rapist mentality to our black people. It's fine. Black people get hurt like that poor little girl got her eye almost bust out by migrants. They invite in. By vicious, violent migrants, they invite in. That is a danger to us, yo. They're inviting people from countries that flooded our communities with drugs. Look at us like they don't give a damn about us. Don't give a damn about their own black people. And they come in here to get everything we got. To the point where they're so comfortable that they would attack a little girl. Ain't no justification for that. In Chicago, 11-year-old girl with her little puppy she called Barbie, was told to move out the way. She didn't move out the way fast enough. Just like a white supremacist or KKK. And that was Mexican people who was either, I would imagine, illegals or anchor babies, because they act like that. The legal immigrants don't act like that so much because they work hard to get here. Very hard. And they be busy studying and shit and really trying to do something with themselves. You know? And there are some illegal immigrants who are not like that. But guess what? The ones who are, is giving all of y'all bad name. And y'all never speak up. Nobody came and said, well, this is the one who did it. Here, take her. She's wrong. They wrong. The girl got hit in the face with a bottle, 11 years old. And then she fell down. They stepped on her dog, one hit in the face with a bottle. And when she got up, the other one came and punched in her face so hard, she said she almost passed out. And when her mother called the police didn't come. They came later. You know, they took their time, they didn't care. And a couple days later, after she filed a police report, one of the men, Mexican men from the house or from that group, came to her and threatened her with a gun. Tell me this is okay, my black people. You know it's not. So instead of us fussing and fighting and begging, what we do, we put our power together. Alone, we are a grain of sand, a drop of water. Together, we are a whole desert. We'll make them have a desert of black people. There won't be black people around the target. We'll leave, get our own place, peacefully protest and peacefully sue everybody. Mayor Adams, because he's fine with the segregation. The state, they're fine with it. They're fine with the criminality in our communities, centering in our communities, sabotaging our communities, but they get them out their own. But they want them here. Oh no, we'll leave the communities to them so they can target each other. The Muslims can target the Latinos and the whites with terrorism. The Latinos can target the Muslims and the Africans and the whites with drugs and sell it to their kids and terrorize their kids and them and shoot up their neighborhoods. And the whites can target the Latinos and the Africans with their racism. And I guess they'll leave them to die in burning buildings. The Africans maybe, not us. See? We leave all together. We build our own community and we safeguard it. Our gangbangers can safeguard. They can be the police. The police are selling drugs anyway and guns. So what they going to say? Oh no, they're terrible. They can't do that. They can't. Y'all do it. Y'all do it. Y'all do it. You know, they all selling drugs to our communities. Let's leave. These communities are now rotting. Rats, number 2 for rats and bed bugs, New York. Betting rats bring mites, lice, all kind of shit. Where Chicago's number one, you know, and for rats and shit. Because they feed, they hang out in the street and they party in the street and they leave their trash. You should see the park over here. It's devastated. It can't be used anymore. It's going to be nothing but rat haven. Now you see rats over there, what you never did before. So let's leave them to it. Then they can't target us. They can't target our kids. We'll have a safe space for American kids community. Yes. And we will welcome limited immigration in. They can come in, sure. We need help teaching our kids Spanish. We'll welcome the Puerto Ricans if they want to join our cause. We'll welcome the Jews if they want to join our cause and teach our kids business and teach us business. We'll welcome the whites if they want to join our cause. They helped us get free. The ones who want to work for us and make sure they spread our word to their communities, to their people, about the true history of Black America and our contributions and how we need to be safe, we'll welcome them. Yeah. And the American Indians, they can teach us about the land, how to live off the land in case it all go bad, because it is. They're inviting the lawlessness that we never did. If we did that, what they did to the White House, going over there storming to the White House with the red paint, we'd have got our head bust open. Y'all know that, my black people. Come together. We'll take the American Indian route and take less cash reparations for some land and get the fuck out of here before it all fall apart. Real talk, because it is. Y'all know it. We built it. And now they tear it up and we got to rebuild it? Fuck that. Let's go.